Hello everybody and welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. Day 4 is dawning. We have a fisherman now here working on the lake. We got a very beautiful lake region here, so I can see having lots of fishermen here and water carriers and just a few buildings there as well where people can live. Absolutely beautiful landscape. And yeah, so far our colony is looking fine. The gate is now coming up as well, so as we can see, almost all the resources have been delivered. Some planks are still missing, but that should be a quick thing. Let's just check also our stockpile there. Planks, yeah, we don't really have that many planks anymore, so we already have our next project at hand, which is our plank production then. And now the fisher also begins his work, and as we can see, we produce now a bit of fish there, hopefully enough that we can feed our colony. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can only occupy one fisherman here. With research, we can, well, have more fishermen there. And speaking of research, just a quick glance at what's expecting us. And look at that, we have 4 full trees full of researching with a lot of buildings, a lot of tech that we need, going from basic farming to electricity to movie theaters, for example. So there's lots of stuff that is awaiting us. No sick people yet, day 4, I'm not expecting that. What I'm expecting though is that the gate is soon coming up, so only some planks are missing now, and I hope my people are doing that. We don't really have that many planks there anymore, so where do we have planks? There's planks. We could move that to a plank or heavy plank area for now, if we want to. There's some planks. We really don't have much around us though. Oh, there's also planks. So once this one is empty, we'll just move it to that area here, so we can still take the concrete in, because that is another very important deposit. Now 4 carriers are working on that right now, getting all these resources. Food wise, still not looking good. So the next building that we're going to need for the food then is the trapper. So the trapper is a hunter. He traps or he hunts game. So we should build him where we have some forests, like in this area, for example. There is some pollution here, but there's some forest, or up here. I think this is a better option, having him up here, our first trapper. Just beside that metal deposit there, we might have our first hunter then as well. There's lots of pollution though everywhere. It's really bad. We can't do anything around that or close to it. Here we have a good spot. Let's have our first trapper here, not too close to the pollution there, I hope. And there the building comes out. We have a baby Raphael, and Freddy was born. Our first newborn child in the colony. Thanks to people living in tents, they want to have some privacy as well. Now let's build the road. Unfortunately, we really have to build around these polluted fields there at the moment. We cannot remove them yet. This is another tech that we need to research. But the trapper will be an important building for our food production, which is now, the consumption is only climbing at the moment because, well, a newborn has been born there as well. Oh, the planks is empty, so now we need to move the work area a bit more to the south here, because there we got another plank deposit there. 5 more planks are missing for the gate, and the trapper also needs more planks, so this is really something where we are lacking at the moment. Food storage, we still have the berries there, and the first fish is in now as well. And we also got the first injured one, just a scratch, I'm fine. It's coincidentally right the person that made the baby, so perhaps he injured himself there. Yeah, we do need now someone that is working in the tent, because this injured colonist, of course, needs some treatment. Oh, he's the fisherman as well. Very important though, right? So we have now the medical tent up, so he is now going to that. Very good, right away. As he's going there, he's now getting a treatment, hopefully, that makes him healthy again. But of course, for the meantime, there's no fishermen working, so there is a bit of food shortage now coming in as well with all of that. The trapper has been finished, very good. A new building. Let's just have the trapper now in an area where he's got some high efficiency. And here we can see 80, 82, or even here, 50, 60. Another one has been injured. No, it's just Raphael still. There we got a high productivity for the trapper, and as we can see, he's making some meat already, and also some fiber then that we can use as a new day is upon us. Now we should have everything for the gate we have. So the construction of the gate has begun. It's going to take quite some time before this one is finished. And we also don't really have that many carriers anymore. Of course, carriers are the free people, so the ones that have no occupation. And the more buildings you build, of course, the more people with jobs you have and the less people that carry stuff. So we need to work on that as well. Hopefully the food is getting better. As we can see, production increased, but it's still not high enough. And Raphael is healthy again, so we can now put the medical tent to idle again and have one more carrier for us that is working at the moment. The trapper is working fine, and the fisherman should be working fine now too. And the gate has been finished into the new world. Congratulations, you've rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now open and the vast world stands ready for your specialists to explore. This progress has not gone unnoticed. Soon your colony will begin attracting various folks. Some good, others desperate, some tricksters, and those who just want to see you destroyed. Arm the gate with colonists or keep some specialists close by to defend yourself from the inevitable raids. Problem is we lost the specialist there, so I will need one here though to defend my settlement, right? This one here is pretty strong. And oh, the first group of survivors arrives. That's pretty good. So that we got those guys here. And those bandits, a pathetic bunch of rats if you ask me. They kept throwing themselves at us and now I can't get the blood off me. Any tips? This is an adult, an elder and a child. They get some resources with them and a specialist, who is a bishop, and a scientist, which is good because we just lost the scientist to a sandworm. Having a new scientist is a very good thing here. He's generating research points for us, and a former combat medic. Let's accept them. They're now coming into my settlement, as we can see. Some new people, of course they're homeless right away, but the good thing is a scientist. Let's send the scientist to the world map right away, and also the whaler, he's a scavenger. Let's send also him to the world map. So he's now running. This one here is defending us though, right? So he is more or less staying here because one has to. And yeah, the gate also needs someone that is occupying here. First of all, to get the storage, to manage the storage. So if we get some resources in, she will transport it to the stockpile, and also to defend ourselves beside the specialist. We have 4 carriers though, because people who came in are working for us. Let's also build a tent real quick for these newcomers. And nuclear fallout. The horizon starts to turn from blue to toxic green and the air burns your lungs. The first signs of the impending danger. So there's coming to be intense radiation soon. We need to harvest the crops. We need to stockpile iodine pills. We need to build medic tents, and outhouses and saunas help a bit. So we have a medical tent already. I hope the first nuclear fallout is not going to be some kind of huge catastrophe. Let's build another tent here. And nuclear fallout incoming in 1 day, right? So then we have this. We need to prepare for that. Now my specialists are on the world map. Finally we go to the world map there as well. We got the bishop. He goes to the science right here, right? So the museum. And he's scavenging some research points. This should be the first ones that we have then. And as we can see, it's going to take him a full day. Now the other one is... we do have some fiber, some plastic here, and some meat. Let's go for the meat right away. And since he's a good scavenger, he can take a lot of meat per day with him, right? So they're working on that now. Going to take a bit of time before they do anything there. But these are the first things that we have, and then we can go to new territories there. As we continue now with the next tent. And let's just see... The scrapper is working. The recycler is also working. As we can see, it's going down here as well. So once this is empty, of course it disappears. The fisherman hopefully continues to work. Food-wise, oh, it's looking bad. So we're getting some food from the outside soon. That is going to help us a bit there. Let's also check this one here. Berries, we got enough. The tent is up, so no one is homeless at the moment. And the stockpile, yep, is completing to empty those planks there. Oh! Both of them are going to be empty now. This one is gone now too. And then this one here is the last one. And the specialists are ready. Let's just move the work area before we do anything else. I need planks. So somewhere close to planks. There's really not that much out here, right? There we got planks. 2 of them. Now let's just see for the specialists. He collected 324. And thus the museum is empty, and we can send him, yeah, for example, to this place here. And what do we have here? We got a factory. There's some oil. We don't need that yet. A campsite for some plastic, and a raider or bandit's lair. So this is raiders that would attack us. We could also attack them, but not with our scientist, of course. Our scientist continues down to the south because we don't need anything here. And this guy here is still scavenging. By the way, yeah, they have action points, and they can only do a certain amount of actions per day before they're not usable anymore, right? So they're still continuing with those things. Now with the research points in now, we have 320 science points. I can now start my science. So there we have it, right? We could, for example, start with the survival skill. So that means that the trapper and the fishers are working 20% faster to achieve that. So this would help us with our food supply. So let's go for that. As our very first research, it's going to take a while here. So 15 hours. Of course, game hours, and then we have this skill costs us a bit of research points, so we still have enough research points for something else, and we'll decide on that. For example, the metal and the plastic is 20% faster as well. So these are some basic researching. It doesn't unlock any new buildings at the moment, but it's helping us with our initial stuff. Also here, the nurses might be a good thing before the fallout happens, so the medical tent can have an additional work slot and thus heal more people more quickly. And since we're getting a nuclear fallout, I would like to build another medical tent just now. So just in case we have too many sick people coming in or something like that, might be a good idea to have another one. And it's a bit too close to the radiation though. So where should we have this one? Here we have still the space beside the well, for example, just beside or just where the mountain is. And there we are going to have another medical tent now. Let's also have a little road connection to it then. Very good. Around the stockpile here. Specialists are ready again for work. Let's just see my scientist. Let's continue down here. He's going to search for new research points. And we have it. Another museum down here with more research points. Let's send him there. And the other one, he's still scavenging. Takes him quite some time. One more meat is left. And we can deliver that meat then right to my colony. So where's the nuclear fallout? I'm expecting it now any second. Survival skills halfway through. The medical tent can be built now. As we can see, has all the resources. That was rather quick. And there it is. Nuclear fallout is happening. Please let us survive this. Tracks of deceit. Peculiar footprints were found outside the colony, shaped like an animal's but with a human-like pattern. This causes worry around the colony. What sort of twisted creature could be roaming around this place? Let's build a trap for 3 planks. You managed to cobble together a simple trap, one which should catch any wandering beast. It is left alone, and once you return to check on it, you find it sprung, but with nothing caught. The intruder who stumbled across it seems to have cut the rope, but they also left a backpack filled with supplies, and we get some 5 potatoes out of this. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's the nuclear fallout, as we can see. It takes a bit of time for this catastrophe to take effect, right? People become sick only slowly. We have no sick people at the moment, but it's coming. Right, so let's man our medical tent here. And once this is full, we can then man the second medical tent that has been finished just now. Very good, so we should be prepared for this. We have no medicine. Oh yeah, we have 10 iodine pills and 4 medicine. So for this first fallout, we should be prepared quite well. I hope so, at least. Researching is finishing now. There it is. Survival skills has been researched. So let's go with the next one right away, which is in our production, the crowbars. Costs another 50 research points. So it's really cheap researching those things now. And berries has been depleted. Let's move the work area a bit more to the north. We actually have some food in store right now. I'm glad to see that. What's going on with my specialist? He's still doing that for 1 meat. Alright. Ah, there he's ready now. He's got the meat, scavenged it. Very good. We can do some plastic there. Should we scavenge that? Let's scavenge the plastic there as well. We have no food shortage right now, and he can take the plastic there as well. And this guy here continues on his way to the museum, getting us the next research points in. Oh, also nice effect, we can see the radiation and the fallout now on the world map as well. Lucky our specialists don't get sick. I hope not, at least. They can only be killed. Still no sick people. There we got the first one. Irradiated Freddy. I'm losing hair. Our child. He's one of the children. Going around with an axe. No idea what he's doing with that. And yeah, he's going to the medical tent right away. Getting some treatment there. We got the pills. We got some medicine. And 3 colonists are irradiated. That means that this medical tent here is now full. We need to apply another one. Lucky we have one. So we can treat now up to 4 colonists at the moment. It's still getting close though, right? Let's just see also for the planks. I think the stockpile is empty. Yep. It's not looking good. We got 4 irradiated colonists now. Up here we got lots of stuff though. Huge, large concrete and also some planks. It's a bit further away though. And wait a second, wasn't there a sandworm somewhere out here? Gosh, I hope not. We'll find out soon anyway, I guess. And 5 colonists are irradiated, 4 again, so we are at the limit here of the 2 medical tents. As we treat those people. And as we can see, the pills are going down, so I hope we make it through that. We haven't found any pills yet. You can trade them with other societies once you find them, or you can scavenge them on the map. Very good. He's doing what he's doing best, the bishop. He is researching. And the wheeler, he scavenges the plastic for us. And another research has been finished, so crowbars, and we now produce a bit faster some plastic and some metal. Next on the research, I would still like to go for another production boost, and that is for the metal. So we produce +1 metal per station, which makes it good. We also have another additional work slot that we can have for the scavenger, but that would consume another worker, you know, so we would have another person working and another carrier less. So let's go with the boost of goods first, or of metals first, before we use another person. And then inventory, which looks good because this would open up then the solar power and the electricity in general. For the food, we might also have the farming now soon, which is pretty effective, but at the moment not really needed, right? Yeah, but we just use what we have at the moment. How long is this fallout still lasting though? It's another problem. We have 7 irradiated colonists at the moment. Of course, they're not dying right away, but they do need treatment within the hour, or within a bit of time there. 9 colonists. It's safe to say that I think all of my colonists are soon irradiated. And there's also something happening. A strange device has been found. A colonist brings you a strange looking device, which he says was found in an abandoned car nearby. You take a look at it and realize it's a radio transmitter. Some fidgeting reveals that it's still transmitting information to its place of origin, which you now have the coordinates for. The question is, dare you venture forth? Follow the lead. You decide to send a party to investigate. They find an abandoned research facility hidden deep beneath the woods. The place has been contaminated with radioactivity, and most of the research materials have been sealed in secure containers. The party only manages to gather a few things before they have to leave. As they return, they ask you if the contaminated research materials should be investigated. Yep. And the colonists open the sealed containers and go through the materials as carefully as possible. It seems that the facility was researching the radiated zones. And we got 2 radiated colonists, that is nothing new, but 300 research points in addition. So we have 450 research points at the moment. Sounds like very good stuff to me, because that speeds up our colony there. Planks we have enough, concrete we have, firewood we have, even metal we have, no parts at the moment. Tools and clothes look fine too, strangely enough. And my specialists are ready again. So this guy here, he scavenged now some plastic and also got some coins out of it, so currency, silver coins that we can use for trading later. Let's get these resources back to Sleepy Hollow. So he's arriving there now and takes the resources right to the gate, or wherever he's taking it. Right, did we get it now? We don't have it yet, as far as I know. At least the food we don't have yet. Alright, so we got the food in, as we can see, and also all the plastic is in now. So we can send him now to another place. Let's get over there. That is still pretty close. Perhaps we find something interesting here. Some parts, very good for the electricity buildings, because they need parts. And firewood, which is also not bad, because firewood will help us through the first winter. My researcher is finished. He scavenged 340 research points and 38 silver coins. And yeah, let's send him to this area there as well. So there he might find something else. Oh, a pharmacy where there's lots of medicine waiting, but the damage is pretty high. So there's some damage coming in. And then other parts. Deposit. Other than that, we might just continue with him to other parts, because I really want to focus him on researching only. And this guy is scavenging with 2 specialists out there for now. That should be fine, but of course I would like to have some more specialists. And yep, also the next research is finished, and I hope that Fallout is over soon, because we got a lot of glowing people. Stay tuned.